Welcome to 1950, the year Hollywood collectively decided to turn off the lights, pour a stiff drink, and stop pretending everything was okay. While the rest of the country was looking forward to a bright suburban future, the film industry was busy exploring the darkest corners of the human soul. We are talking about a cinematic era where the heroes were tired, the villains were charming, and the endings were about as cheerful as a tax audit. So grab your trench coat and check your optimism at the door as we dive into the gloomiest, greatest year in movie history. Joan Crawford discovers that being a truly boring housewife is terrible, so she decides to become a rich gangster's headache instead. She trades her apron for diamonds and her morals for a martini, climbing the social ladder one bewildered man at a time. Is all gaslighting and shoulder pads. She reinvents herself as a sophisticated socialite, but her organized crime boyfriend unfortunately has trust issues. The movie teaches us that you can absolutely run from your past, provided you run in high heels and have enough pure attitude to scare the mafia. Is melodrama served ice cold?
You're asking for trouble, aren't you?
I never got anything yet worthwhile without trouble.
It might be worth more than you think.
Yes, he took this woman of the shadows. For behind his plan was a blueprint for vengeance that took her into an empire of crime, built by men who each had a price. Or was every man she knew to become the victim of her charms?
You're lying. You're so used to lying and cheating and double-crossing, you almost make it seem good. You want me to be like them, a criminal?
What if you couldn't trust me? Would you have me killed too?
Gregory Peck sports a glorious mustache and the exhausted energy of a man who just wants a nap, not a duel. As the fastest gun in the West, his only reward is being pestered by every insecure teenager with a holster and a death wish. He walks into a saloon hoping for a quiet drink and maybe a reunion with his estranged wife, but instead gets a ticking clock and high tension. Is a customer service nightmare set in the Old West. Everyone wants a piece of him, proving that fame is just people trying to kill you.
He's a killer. He ought to be run out of town.
He's the gunfighter.
He hasn't a friend in the world.
He's the gunfighter.
How come I gotta run into a squirt like you nearly every place I go these days? What are you trying to do? Show off in front of your friends? If Eddie don't mean no harm, then let him keep his big ugly nose out of my business before it gets slapped. Fine life, ain't it? Just trying to stay alive. Not really living, not enjoying anything, not getting anywhere. Just trying to keep from getting killed.
Dana Andrews reunites with Gene Tierney to prove that their chemistry is undeniable, even if his police work is questionable. Andrews plays a detective who hates criminals so intensely he accidentally becomes one during a routine beatdown. Instead of confessing, he tries to frame a mob boss, but his plan backfires spectacularly when he falls for the victim's estranged wife. The tension skyrockets when her father gets blamed for the mess Andrews made. It is a sweaty, anxiety-inducing noir about how the road to redemption is paved with cover-ups, lies, and the realization that maybe you shouldn't punch people during work hours.
The detective who wades in with his fists where others fear to tread.
Your job is to detect criminals, not punish them.
But you're involved in a sinister affair, Dixon. There's danger in every footstep.
You killed Morrison, and you killed Payne. And I'm going to get a statement out of you. Outside you, Lugs. He's going to talk.
You're not wrong. I trust you with my whole heart.
I've given them instructions.
Where the sidewalk ends. Dana Andrews, the detective who could kill a man with his fists. And one night he did. Gene Tierney, who brought him love in place of his strange passion for hatred. Gary Merrill, who made his own laws, took what he wanted, found a sudden payoff.
The ultimate guide on how not to rob a jewelry store. A criminal mastermind assembles a dream team of hooligans for one last big score, which is the cinematic equivalent of saying nothing can go wrong. We have a corrupt cop, a safecracker with a cold, and Marilyn Monroe in her breakout role as a distraction. The plan is mathematically perfect, but the people executing it are beautifully flawed disasters. It is a gritty look at failure, showing that crime does not pay, especially when you are betrayed by your own human nature and bad luck.
James Whitmore as Gus, the strong-arm boy. A right guy in a wrong world. Only the author of Little Caesar could tell so dramatic a story. Only the director of The Treasure of Sierra Madre could film it with such power. Sterling Hayden as Dix Handley, a hooligan with a twisted dream. Gene Hagen as Doll, the dime-a-dance dame who wanted to share that shabby dream.
I'm wanted on a killing rap. You know what that means.
I don't care. I just want to be with you.
Oh, I suppose a fella should stick to his own trade, but I know some pretty big men around here that might not be averse to a deal like this if they're properly approached.
Sam Jaffe as Doc. He's got $1 million in that little black bag, and a jitterbug cost him every dime of it. Marilyn Monroe as Angela, the easy-living, green-eyed blonde.
Haven't you bothered me enough, you big banana head? Just try breaking my door, and Mr. Emmerich will throw you out of the house.
Come on! Bring on! You ain't seen. You haven't seen him or anything. You're gonna wind up for your prerogative. You're gonna wind up in the morgue.
A struggling screenwriter takes a wrong turn and ends up pet-sitting an ego the size of California. Gloria Swanson is terrifyingly magnificent as Norma Desmond, a silent film star who forgot that sound was invented. She lives in a decaying mansion with her butler and memories, trapping our hero in a spiderweb of delusion and bad scripts. It opens with the narrator floating dead in a swimming pool, so you know the job interview went poorly. It is a dark, cynical love letter to Hollywood that bites the hand that feeds it, then dramatically demands a close-up.
Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. A murder has been reported from one of those great big houses. Maybe you'd like to hear the facts, the whole truth. If so, you've come to the right party. Wait a minute, you're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures, used to be big. The dream she had clung to so desperately had enfolded her.
That's really more fun.
Has it ever occurred to you that I may have a life of my own, that there may be some girl that I'm crazy about?
What's yours?
We're not helping her any, feeding her lies and more lies.
You don't know how much I've missed all of you.
Ideally, you survive that journey through the shadows without needing too much therapy. If you enjoyed watching these characters make terrible life choices so you don't have to, please gently tap that like button. It really helps light up our dark little corner of the internet. Drop a comment below telling us which 1950s noir nightmare is your favorite, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into cinema's golden age of gloom.